In a significant development that hints at the resurgence of a long-cherished national dream, the government of Ghana is actively working on the establishment of a national airline, a move that promises to reshape the country's aviation landscape and place it firmly on the global map as a key aviation hub in West Africa. Before we dive deeper into today's update, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support is key to helping us grow and reach more viewers like you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on exciting updates. This revelation came directly from President John Dramani Mahama during an important diplomatic engagement at the Presidency in Accra, where he received the credentials of the United Arab Emirates ambassador to Ghana, Dr. Abdulla Muraid Sulaiman Mohammed Al Mandoos. With a tone of measured optimism, President Mahama signaled Ghana's readiness to explore strategic international partnerships, especially with countries like the UAE that possess both the technical expertise and the commercial experience to support such a bold venture. President Mahama's remarks were more than ceremonial. They were deliberate and forward-thinking. He emphasized Ghana's openness to engage countries that are already established in the aviation industry and have proven track records in airline operations. Citing the enormous success of Emirates Airlines in servicing the Accra-Dubai route, a service that started with just a few passengers and has now grown into a daily operation, he illustrated the increasing relevance of Ghana on the global air transport map. What was once a little-traveled route has now become a major artery of commerce and human exchange, highlighting Ghana's potential to serve as a strategic connector between Africa and the Middle East. But President Mahama did not stop at aviation. He took the opportunity to outline a broad vision for Ghana-UAE relations, touching on trade, investment, labor, energy, and even climate change. In his address, he recalled a historic partnership between Abu Dhabi and Ghana's Volta River Authority, which led to the creation of the Takoradi Thermal Power Plant, one of the country's most important energy assets that continues to deliver electricity to homes and industries across Ghana. This kind of success, he suggested, was exactly the kind of model Ghana hopes to replicate across multiple sectors. The potential partnership with the UAE in establishing Ghana's new national airline is not just about planes and airports. It's about positioning Ghana as a gateway to the African continent, a place where goods, ideas, and people converge. The president's vision reflects a deep understanding that aviation is not an isolated sector. It is a catalyst for economic development, tourism, regional integration, and job creation. And when you partner with an aviation powerhouse like the UAE, known globally for the dominance of Emirates and its world-class aviation infrastructure, you're not just building an airline, you're building a future. Even more compelling is Ghana's intention to formalize its gold trade with the UAE. The president disclosed that the country is in the process of setting up a gold board to regulate and structure gold exports. This initiative aims to increase transparency and eliminate the murky, informal systems that often cloud the gold trade. It's an ambitious undertaking, but one that could dramatically increase Ghana's revenue, ensure better accountability, and strengthen its trade relationships with global partners like the UAE. And with the UAE already being a key destination for Ghana's gold exports, formalizing this trade could take the relationship to new heights. The president didn't just speak about goods and services, he also focused on people. One of the most impactful parts of his speech was the emphasis on Ghanaian labor abroad, particularly in the UAE. Many Ghanaians currently live and work in the UAE, but far too often they travel through informal means and without the legal protections necessary to ensure their safety and fair treatment. To address this, the government of Ghana is rolling out the Ghana Labor Export Program. This initiative will train young Ghanaians in highly marketable skills like electrical engineering, carpentry, welding, masonry, and construction, preparing them to work abroad under formal, regulated contracts. It's not just about sending labor abroad, it's about ensuring dignity, safety, and opportunity for the Ghanaian workforce. President Mahama was clear that this move was meant to prevent the vulnerabilities many Ghanaians face when traveling to the UAE without proper documentation or support. By creating legal, structured pathways for labor export, Ghana is taking a proactive stance in protecting its citizens and creating new economic opportunities. The move is strategic, humane, and forward-looking, hallmarks of a government thinking seriously about its people and their global future. Diplomatic relations also featured prominently in the president's remarks. He noted the establishment of Ghana's consulate in the UAE in 2011 and the opening of a full embassy in Abu Dhabi by 2017, all of which have played crucial roles in cementing Ghana-UAE ties. These diplomatic channels are more than ceremonial. They are vital bridges that support trade, investment, education, tourism, and international cooperation on issues of mutual concern. And as President Mahama put it, the relationship with the UAE is not just working, it's flourishing. One such area of cooperation is climate change. And here too, the UAE has stepped up. Ghana recently received a $30 million climate resilience grant from the UAE aimed at supporting communities affected by climate-related challenges. President Mahama acknowledged this gesture with deep appreciation, emphasizing that while Africa has contributed the least to climate change, it continues to bear some of the heaviest burdens. The funds will be used to help vulnerable communities adapt to shifting weather patterns, rising temperatures, and other adverse effects of climate change. It's a sobering reminder of global inequalities, but also a powerful example of international solidarity and friendship. Beyond the economy and the environment, security also featured heavily in the president's speech. He issued a stark warning about the rising threat of terrorism in the West African subregion. With the collapse of Muammar Gaddafi's regime in Libya and the dispersal of ISIS fighters from the Middle East, the Sahel has become a new hotbed of extremist activity. Countries like Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger continue to grapple with daily threats from jihadist groups. And while Ghana has so far been spared the worst of these attacks, it remains vulnerable to the ripple effects. Former President John Mahama has called for stronger international cooperation to address this growing threat, stressing that terrorism is not a regional issue. It's a global challenge that demands a unified and coordinated response. His appeal wasn't just ceremonial, it was a clear call to action to Ghana's allies, including the United Arab Emirates. With its extensive global influence and advanced military and intelligence capabilities, the UAE is uniquely positioned to support Ghana in regional security operations, intelligence sharing, and broader counterterrorism efforts. For Ghana, whose peace and stability are vital to its long-term development, such collaborations are not just helpful, they are essential. In response, UAE Ambassador Al Mandoos expressed his country's commitment to deepening bilateral relations with Ghana. He echoed President Mahama's concerns and highlighted the mutual gains that can be achieved through closer diplomatic, economic, and security cooperation. His remarks reflect the UAE's increasing interest in Africa, not merely as a business frontier, but as a strategic ally in shaping global development. This signals a new and deliberate direction in Ghana's foreign policy and development strategy. From launching a new national airline and formalizing gold exports to protecting Ghanaian workers abroad and enhancing energy infrastructure, the country is clearly repositioning itself. Ghana is stepping onto the global stage with a forward-looking agenda, forming meaningful alliances and transforming itself into a regional hub for innovation, trade, and opportunity. President Mahama's vision is bold but firmly rooted in reality. By combining global partnerships with a focus on national interests, the government is creating a roadmap that balances patriotism with progress. If this vision is realized, Ghana could emerge as a powerful example of how smart diplomacy, strategic investment, and strong leadership can pave the way for a brighter, more resilient future. As Ghana continues to make strides, whether in aviation, gold trade, energy, labor exports, or international cooperation, it's clear that this is not just talk. Ghana is taking action. Ghana is evolving, and the world is beginning to pay attention. If you found this video informative and want to stay updated on Ghana's transformation and global partnerships, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more compelling content.
If today is your first time watching this channel or you are returning to this channel for the exciting content, please subscribe to the channel for more educative and developmental projects across Ghana and Africa as a whole. Do you want to know about the state of a project in Africa? Then make sure to like and comment the name of the project you would like us to talk about and its current state.